this looks to be the only access. This is the vent pipe. Plumber's been out here 4 times in the last month. Keeps blocking up. They want to know what's causing it and also where the boundary trap is. Alright. So if you can make that out, this is the map we've been given. That's us there. We need to get into the backyard of next door because that's where it is in the corner over there. I'll just show you where that is. So we sort of run down here, joins into there, that picks up next door there, then that runs across to here, then from here sort of shows it goes to the back fence here somewhere. So there's a boundary trap here. They've tried looking for it, they can't find it, so I've got to try and clear that and also find the boundary trap. Just have a quick little look down here, see how blocked up it is with the camera. Yeah, she's pretty blocked. That's chockers. Because it's such a little pipe, we're going to have to probably at least begin with the axe. That'll be the head to pop it. Maybe that's partly the problem because I can't get a bigger head down. They're not cutting the roots away if there's roots. Stick that down. We're in. Fair way down the blockage. Feels like we're on the blockage now. It's going down. I'll try and push all the way to the boundary trap and see if we can hear it under the ground. I think we're at the boundary trap. We'll go and find where that is, hopefully. That was probably a clothesline. We're under here somewhere. would seem we're here. We might have to get the old prod. Now my head is stuck. Of course, the head is stuck. Ugh. Oh. All right. Let's see if we can find it. Something there. Pretty deep. Something there. Fingers crossed. No, that's not us. Just some bits of old landfill. Come on. Out you come. There we go, got it. Well, that's a relief. Alright, we'll change the head. See if we can fit the old RS38 down there. Make sure she's clear. she is. Make sure she fits down there. Yeah, it fits in. Can't quite get around the bend though. Doesn't want to get around that bend though. Not good. See if the spinner gets down there. Yeah, it fits. Get around the bend. Doesn't want to get around that bend. Alright, back to the axe. I think it's just cleared. I didn't get it stuck, so that's good. Maybe it'll take us all the way to the boundary truck this time. Right, we might go have a listen to that. I'll pump some water down there. Hopefully we can get the camera down to see what's going on. But I don't like our chances getting around that bend. Let's hose this mock down first. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. Hopefully this gets around the bend. Oh, it's already badly broken in there. That looks like our pipe just there, but I don't know how we're going to get the camera around that pipe. Got it out. Now, which way is that heading? See if we can get this back down. I'm surprised we got it down in the first place. So broken down there. There we go. We're in. we're going to flick the camera into there, I don't know. I think we did it. Don't know how, but we did. Push through, see what we find. We're into PVC. Few little bends. We're not going to push any further than that, or we might go locate where that is anyway.
Rigid.
Spot. Must run around, continue down here because I could hear it here before, and then somewhere down that corner. Fill this back in. So I'm thinking maybe there's not a problem down there, maybe the problem's here. Maybe the problem's here. Okay, so I'm just pulling out of that pipe there. Alright, so we're going to try and flush the toilet inside. Alright, Gemma, if you can flush, please. Okay, so there's nothing coming through this bit, so this isn't the issue. This is just where it comes up. The lady inside is just flushed and it's not coming up, so it's clear, but there must be a problem somewhere around here for that to have come up. So I think I'm going to have to go through the back of the toilet with the camera and see what's going on, because we can't seem to get to where we want from here. Look at the toilet, drill through, have a look what's going on. I think our problem's here in the first 5 meters. See if the camera will tell us something. Alright, in order to see what's going on, we need to cut through the back of this toilet, stick down the camera, see what's going on. Put the camera down. It's all plastic. There's our hose. It's gone around through there. Now what is that? There's a big chunk of broken pipe there. That's a huge piece. I don't know how you're going to get that out. The only other way I can think of getting it out would be up through the toilet. Flush the toilet. Yeah, the only way I can think of is to try and jet it back up, out into the toilet. There is an IO there. Would that be for the sink? No, that's not for the sink. I did actually put an IO in. Maybe I need to find where that is and then we can maybe pull it out from there. See if we could take this cap off. See if I can find that.
Rigid.
Alright, so it tells us there's an IO here. If there's an IO here, I can open it up and then we can jet and drag that big bit of material out and it will not block again. So we might just open this up, see how we go. Alright, this is all we got to dig with. Why they didn't bring this to the surface, I don't know. Would have made it a lot easier. A lot easier. There we go. There's our cap. Now, they should have brought this cap to the surface. Got it. There's our lid. Alright, see if we can find that bit down there. Well, it's not too far. We've got to try and drag it back out and pull it out now. Put the reverse on. Now I'm behind it. Now all we're going to do is blast it back. Coming. There we are. Come to Papa. Got it hooked. Alright, pull it gently, should have it on the end. Yep. That's what was in the line. That seemed to be the problem. Now we'll push through, see what the rest of it's like. A little bit of dislocates there, but I don't think that's what was causing it. I reckon it was definitely that big lump or whatever. A few more lumps in there. Well, we'll see if we can push all the way to the boundary trap, to the communal boundary trap, and see what state it's in down there. Might be a problem down there still. Hopefully not. Alright, we're a fair way down, 17 metres. Lots of twists and turns. That's the other shared line from 2 doors up, I believe. I think I can see it in the distance, the boundary trap. Oh, it's getting hard to push. Yep, that's the boundary trap. And of course it's broken there. So that's where it drops down. It's all busted and broken and dropped where it connects to the boundary trap. Alright, I guess we've got to find that problem as well. Locate. Let's go hunting. That seems to be us. Well, that feels like a root. Yeah, huge roots there. That might be us. That might be us. That's us. That's us. That's us. All right. We don't need to do anything there right now. I just need to explain to the plumber that he's got a break directly underneath the mango tree. And it's ruining the junction into the boundary trap. Oh, better not bury this one. better give Ray a call. Tell him what we found. Ray's the plumber. Ray, I got you on video if you don't mind.
Sorry?
I said you're on video if you don't mind.
Yeah, all good.
All right, I'm going to turn you around and show you what's going on.
Yeah, easy.
This is outside the bathroom. There's the toilet. It comes through here, through the wall, around here. I located an IO because there was a big chunk stuck in there. That was stuck in there.
Yeah.
And the only way to get that out was through this IO.
Yeah.
I had to break up the concrete to get to it.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to probably come in and raise it to surface. Flush. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. What can I do?
But now I found another problem. I found the boundary trap.
Yeah.
And it's underneath the mango tree and it's busted down there. Okay, so that's the junction.
Yeah.
It's flowing. So
But that's not where our problem was it?
well, we don't know.
Well, that's a shared sewer, so that's got to be between everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. So their line's all clear.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Okay. And this shared junction to the boundary trap, as you can see, is in pretty poor condition. It's pretty much collapsed.
Yeah.
But it's still getting through. I don't know how. But I'll show you where that is. That's in the yard. It's pretty much smack bang underneath this tree.
Yep.
That's it there. There's the trunk of the tree.
Yep.
And that's the boundary trap there, 6 inch.
Okay, cool.
So, what more can I say?
That's it. That's fine. So,
shall I just...
concrete the floor?
Yeah. So, I'll leave that to you.
Yeah. How big is it? How big's the hole?
The hole's not big at all. It's probably about 300 by 300.
Yeah.
I might have put a hole through that cap, so if you've got another cap, that'd be great.
Yep. Okay. We'll have to raise it to surface anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's fine. If you could just make it safe for now, and then I'll sort it out.
No worries. All right, Ray. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
Thanks a lot.
Talk to you later.
Appreciate
Bye, mate.
it. Thanks very much.
Cheers, mate. All right, so Ray's going to come. He's going to bring this IO inspection opening to the surface, flush with the concrete as it should have been. I'll put something over it in the meantime just to keep it safe. For a quick look upstream towards the toilet. Make sure it's all good up there. Yep, that's good towards the toilet. Brilliant. Now I'll just plug the toilet and we'll do a toilet paper flush test. Watch it come past here and we're all good. And we're just going to plug it up. Put some silicone. Take the silicone plug out. plug. Hold the plug. Alright. Stick that on. All plugged up nice. Now I'll just go outside, get him to flush it, watch it come through. Alright. Well, Gemma, flush away. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Toilet paper and all. Thank you. All good. Sort of. Alright, we'll put this cap back on for now until Ray comes and finishes it off.